Hi everyone, welcome to Ethernal Realms. We're going to see who your spirit squad is. Okay, so your first pile is this purple candle, the second is the blue one, third is the red, and the fourth one is yellow. Make sure to choose with your intuition. If you're not sure how exactly, you can always visit the video in the ribbon above. And once you've made your choice, you can go ahead to the timestamps in the comments and the description box, and we'll get started with your reading. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the purple candle here, so we're going to see who is in your spirit squad. Okay, this can be a number, but also who is it, okay? Who is in Pile 1 spirit squad? Please, who is guiding Pile 1 viewers? Whoops. Squad. Okay, so we have the Sun, and we have 7 of Pentacles. Okay, this person is very life-affirming. Well, not person, but this spirit, this entity is very life-affirming, very positive, gives you a lot of hope. Whenever you feel this warm feeling inside, that's usually this guide kind of coming into your life and kind of giving you the patience you need, the courage you need, you know, keep going, keep growing. It comes to you in times when you're in a very fearful state, and alleviates your fears. We also have the Child of Wands. Yeah, the spirit reaffirms the childlike nature that you have, your innocence, your sense of creativity, inspiring ideas, gives you something. Every time that you feel hopeful and you keep waiting, every time that you return to a place of patience, it is this guide who is always coming in and kind of giving you that reassurance. I feel like it is one person, but one entity, but has a very clear role and a very major role in your life at this time especially. Now, all guides, like the guides change as and when our life projects are changing. So when we're dealing with a certain issue, there might be one particular type of guide, and then later on when we're working on something else, temporarily another guide can come in. But this one seems like the major guide who is just out there looking for your best interest and wanting to give you hope that everything is going to be fine. Okay, always kind of just, hey, bless you, the Sun is just blessing you, and in that state of blessing, you are receiving that hope. Yeah, this guide wants you to be playful and is a little bit playful itself, but it comes from like a more mature place. Like, don't take things so seriously. Come on, lighten up. Lighten up a little bit. Have faith. Come on, keep going. That's the type of vibe. It's very light and airy. It kind of is just the vibe of this guide, that whenever it comes into your field, into your vicinity, you just become that way. It's very potent, very bright. Okay, who is this? Please describe this guide more. Yeah, we have Cancer. So very compassionate, very caring, extremely loving, loves with an open heart. Of course, like, spiritual love is a whole other thing, right? But towards you there is kind of a softer spot. Yeah, is known for his or her I feel like this spirit chooses to be a he, but has a lot of feminine qualities. If you were to equate with the human equivalent, then a lot of feminine qualities where, like, I will take care of you, I will nurture for you, things like that. I will try to understand you. But I feel like it wants to express, like, if you were to give it a form, it would be a male form, but with a lot of feminine qualities within. Okay, very gentle. Okay. Okay, we also have Virgo. We have Sagittarius, which is the hope and optimism, giving you a bigger insight, giving you clarity when you are trapping yourself, when you feel really anxious, when you pick yourself back up. That's when you're like receiving that hope and that guidance within, that, you know what, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, let's do it again. We have Mars as well, so that's passion, anger, action, courage, desire, and competition. Mars is like very fiery and very energetic. It rules Aries. So that would be like the more playful aspects of this reading. The Sun is fiery, Child of Wands is fiery. So yeah, passion, giving you something inspiring and playful that, keeps you alive and, kicking and you wanting for something more, and to keep you pushing, something that keeps you going. This entity gives you that reason. Also gives you a lot of sensibility, helps you think logically, helps you think productively, actually, not logically, but productively. Like, is getting scared right now helpful? No. So what shall we do? Something like that kind of walks you through very steadily, one by one, and that's how it's able to help you out of any anxious situations or depressive situations you may have been through. It first heals you. It's very healing, very grounding as well. That's why, like, the Nine of Swords is like you're imagining so many things that can go wrong, but they don't have to go wrong, right? So if something this happens or that happens or this happens or that happens, is it okay, let's address them. You're afraid of this, some type of solution will be, presented to you, or you think of it in the following days. And then the next concern you have, again, that is resolved in the following days, or more immediately, depending how connected you are. But, in all cases, it's like you don't have to be worried about this. That's not the time for this. And it's like, you don't have to take care of it. It's not in your hand. Not your business, leave it aside. So kind of like, what is your business? What should you be concerned about, and how can you solve it? How can you do something about it, rather than sit and cry about it, right? It's not just, oh, you poor baby. This guide is helping you also think very productively and deal with the situation in a way that it is not unnecessarily scathing for you for much longer. For any time that you have been in this type of situation, this is the guide that comes in. Okay, very healing presence there. Emotionally healing and also otherwise. Okay, gives you a lot of hope and encouragement. Okay, let's get you some more cards. What would this kind of... Very gentle, very, very gentle, this guide. You would like hardly notice his presence because it's able to very seamlessly flow into your thoughts, and it can seem like you're thinking to yourself, but like you're crying a lot and then all of a sudden you just stop and start thinking. I think that's how you can recognize that this presence. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. That's something that this guide is trying to tell you. One more. So if you're trying to manifest a friendship, business partnership, romantic relationships, that's possible. Then we have embraced the power of dance and movement to access your highest guidance. Again, like encouraging you to go ahead and find your joy, do your hobbies, just have fun, let loose and have fun. Child of Wands is like, you know, what's exciting, what's fun, let's go there and do that. You know, it doesn't have to be super responsible all the time, right? You're responsible enough, so don't drive yourself mad. Let loose and have fun sometimes, you know, and that helps. Unwinding helps. You think that you don't deserve a break when you're still working and not done with something, but the point here is like, if you take a break, you will figure it out. Okay, many times we forget that, or vice versa, right? Okay, how can you recognize this guide? Yeah, we got the joy is the ultimate creator. So again, brings you a lot of joy and happiness. You just, if you're crying a lot and you're like, oh, help me, I don't know what to do, things like that, then the first thing that this guide wants to do is just make you stop crying and make you smile a little bit, and then helps you think, okay, happiness is my birthright. Yeah, that, I mean, joy, happiness, the sun, child of wands, what more do you want? There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. So that's the clarity that I was talking about. So if you feel anxious about what will other people say or think, or, you know, should I not do this because there are so many different consequences, that maybe you're taking on the burdens of everyone else's expectations when you don't really need to, you know, even if it feels as though it is necessary to take that burden, it's not really, if you honestly think about it, not from like freaking out. Okay, after you calm down and you think about it honestly, then maybe you don't need to. You need to worry just about yourself. Are you doing you correctly? Because in the end, if you're not strong enough, how can you take care of anyone else or their expectations even, right? So that's the thing, like, you have to live in your truth, like, you have to discover what you want, which direction is correct for you, and who you are, what do you want to express, where are you going, things like that, you know, like, that is, I mean, it's, you are living the life, no? So the guide is trying to help you, no? That's the thing. Okay, I wanted to ask something else. Yeah, let's ask from here. Who is their spirit squad? The sacred flow of yes. And fierce serenity. Yeah. So, Pisces, Leo combo, anyone? Because both are here. You can be seeing yellow around you a lot when this guide is around. I was getting something else. Yeah, this guide is mainly involved in your development of the sacral, your solar plexus, your throat. Yeah. There's this book that I'm reading, it's called Destiny of the Souls. I again forgot the name of the author, but if you search for it you can find it. But it says that well, I've not read too much of it yet, but past home spirits, they can help connect with us through our energy centers. So our chakras, some of them utilize those to, you know, come into contact with you. Okay, so if one of your ancestors is trying to reach you, their first point of contact would be some of your energy centers, and whichever one is like in balance and has a good flow around, that's where you are going to feel it. So for example, when how can I say this? Some people react with like butterflies in stomach. That's what you feel when you're like nervous or excited or something. That's the first point of titillation, let's say. Meanwhile, for some people, like, you can't eat. You're just like, no, you know what, I can't eat anything. Your mouth is dry. That's something else when you're nervous or like really excited or something, like, or there's that combination. So meanwhile, for some people, it is the heart. Okay, so it's very different for everyone, but it's kind of like when there are like a lot of energy things happening around you, when you're feeling a lot and you're thinking a lot, then these are the points which are resonating most. They're emanating most of this energy, right? So guides are also able to use these channels. That's why it's important to keep all your chakras in balance, right? That's why I keep talking about it. But yeah, this guide is working through your sacral, your solar plexus, and your throat. So this can be because these chakras are what are important for you at the moment, and the development of these things are super important. Okay, so root is relatively okay. Root is associated with concerns of safety, security, and stability. You can check a video about it. I've already made it. You can find it in my channel. Okay, root chakra. But after that comes the creative flow of things. That's a sacred flow of yes. Right? You are not afraid to try new things. You're not afraid to go with the flow. You have faith that you'll be fine. You're not concerned about the very basic needs that every human has, but rather because some things are taken care of, you're feeling free to expand your horizons a little bit. So you don't know which one is going to lead someplace, but it is important to, explore, right? Otherwise, you'll never find anything that's interesting. And then this solar plexus is all about I can, I do. It's very action oriented. It's masculine. Meanwhile, the sacral is more feminine. So solar plexus is the activity, the amount of stamina we have. Some people can work forever and never get tired. Meanwhile, some other people work for like half an hour and they're like, okay, well, I'm done. So what is your capacity? That can be determined from the solar plexus, and by giving you a lot of joy and rejuvenation, also solar plexus, this guide keeps you kind of up, and your stamina up, and your energy up, even if there have been disappointments, because you have needed it. Okay, so if you are working actively with these chakras, then it's just great. There can be very good communication with each other. Sacral chakra is related with creativity, so all this inspiration and these sparks of ideas, and just when life flows despite hiccups, that's when this guide is around. Okay, keeps you calm and gentle under pressure, or at least tries to. Usually, like, the guides do quite a bit, but our ego kind of is like, what? No. I'm not going to pay attention to my instincts. I will not listen to my intuition. No, thank you. I will take the risk and suffer. Humans do that. Can't help it. That's just how we are wired now. But Spirit does all of these things to help you out as best as it can. So it tries to keep you calm. That's why we have fierce serenity. It gives you a lot of internal strength to endure all of the things that you're going through or have gone through, and come out stronger, because you are going to be happy. If life has been tough so far, it's just saying that, yeah, okay, well, it's better to, get the tough part done earlier rather than drag it along for like 50, 60 years of your life, no? So I don't know, it's okay. You will get through it. You're going to do fine. This guide is not going to leave your side at all. Seems very determined to, make stuff happen, to keep you happy. Really cares about you a lot. Okay, can be like a mother figure as well. I don't see the moon card, but again, like I said, likes to present itself as a male, but has a lot of feminine qualities to it. So if you have like a relative, an ancestor who has been like this, then that's them. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pile 1. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. I will see you some other time. Take care. Bye. Hi Pal 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the blue candle here. We're going to see who your spirit squad is. We'll try to get a number of entities that are trying to support you, but we'll see the descriptions more prominently. So So, who is pile 2's spirit squad, please? Who is pile 2's spirit squad? Ooh! The first card that jumped out is the sun. And the sun is blaring today. Over here. Amazing. Oh, we got the 9 of swords for you as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's 7 of cups. And we got the 7 of pentacles. Okay, so very divine, of course, but they're very determined to kind of keep you on track with everything that you're doing, like each step of the life purpose that you are living, the things that you want to learn. And they also protect you from, you know, any negative influences from the outside and also from the inside. Any anxiety and depression that you may have gone through, you're out of it because they helped you out of it. Okay, any time that you are sleepless because you're worried about something, or just, you know, you're having trouble sleeping or something, heavy dreams, things like that, at that time they are there to kind of have this protective, warm energy around you that, you know, to console you that you will be fine. That doesn't mean that you stop being scared immediately, of course not, but you endure, you survive, you make it out. And then you see the hope from coming out of such trouble situations, okay? That's what they are trying to help you with. Now, they are very patient, and it is likely that you're a group of 7 and you're kind of working with each other's strengths and you're working together. You know that you all belong like in the same tree or the same community, whatever you want to consider your group. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of friends are involved in your spirit squad who are like helping you from above, who are not yet in this life or are not planning to join you in this life at the moment. They're able to easily connect with you when you're in a dreamy state, when you're kind of daydreaming and wishful thinking, just wondering, oh, if I had this in my life, you know, those type of things. When you're optimistic and happy at that time, you're like very readily, like it's a direct connection. Every time that you feel super ethereal, it's usually them as well joining in your happiness that kind of compounds that fun. I'm not saying that there are no incarnated friends, by the way, please don't take me wrong. It's just that this spirit squad is a group of 7, and even the people who have incarnated here on earth, they can be a part of your spirit team as well, right? So you can upstairs, downstairs, everything works. It's just that you are a close-knit team of 7 working together, okay? You're all combating fears and anxiety and insecurity, and there is one really prominent member, of course, denoted by the sun, very prominent, and this is your guide, okay? This guide acts as a beacon. It shows all of you which way to be headed, what is true north, keeps reminding you the important things, brings you clarity whenever you are feeling disturbed with, the sun and the 9 of swords, right? You're getting clarity whenever you need, whenever you ask for it, in order to, you know, get yourself the help you need out of a certain situation. Okay, let's get more information. Very vibrant, white light. This is a very, very pure vibe. I mean, I know, of course, but, you know, it's still astounding when I see that or feel it while I do the reading, right? Okay, describe their spirit squad, please. Pile 2 spirit squad. Who are they? Ooh, we have the Hermit. Very introspective. Yeah, this is that, again, that prominent member. It kind of stays in solid. It's like the 7 of you. You are mainly working together, okay? And this leader or your guide is mainly an overseer, does not like to meddle too much, because he or she trusts that you will be able to take care of each other. For this moment, it is trying to create a feeling of community for you guys. It's not that it's not there, but just how strong a bond in a group can be, okay? So this entity is sometimes absent from from influencing you. Not that, they're chilling or something. They're learning from themselves. They're also growing. They have their own journey as well. They're doing a lot, and they're very quiet and meditative, and it's mainly their influence, their effect, rather than something they say, something they do. They're not very meddling, okay? They believe that you are capable of making your own choices, and that you have taken ownership of the choices you would make in this current lifetime. So you will be accountable for the decisions you make in this current life. So there is a very neutral, wisdom, all-loving type of place that this guide comes from. It's very unconditional. They're very rich within, and they don't care. Like, they do care, but they're not afraid to let you fall once in a while, because they know that you will get up. Okay, you have to get up. And they do bring you the positivity. They do bring you clarity and information you need, but it is more so in the form of clarity. Like, are you asking yourself though? Are you asking yourself the right questions though? It's a very sobering type of influence. It's not just someone who's just going to, cheer you on and just, hey, you're awesome and you're great. No, you can't just make everyone happy and just sit back and relax because you're safe and you're fine, right? You have to be real, and this guide is all about being real. This guide is dead honest with themselves, like brutally honest, and that's what has gotten them to this point. Now, being honest is very different from being hurtful to yourself, okay? So this guide is very honest with themselves, and that's how they conduct themselves, and they expect their students, that is U7, to follow, not to follow, but to incorporate this quality as well, because ultimately every soul is going to learn every lesson in a different way, different approach, different experiences, but ultimately the qualities all of us will learn is the same. So this quality of theirs, that introspective, strong, silent type, is very strong, and they want everyone also to learn that from them. Doesn't mean that they are not learning anything. They of course are. Everyone's always in a journey towards the ultimate perfection, but this is one trait that they have which stands out quite a bit. Very realistic. Feels slightly Saturnian to me, but if you could add like a positive spin to Saturn, maybe then. But that serious, realistic, be honest with yourself. Are you trying to kid yourself? That reality check, that's this guide. But again, it is not in your face about it. It's just that, you will learn. Yeah, okay, you will make that mistake. You will learn, and you will change your ways. I don't need to, dictate, and I do not need to tell you what to do, because you will ultimately reach the same conclusion as well. Kind of leaves it up to you, does not like to baby anyone. Everyone's an individual. That's the kind of, look, I hope I'm making plenty of sense. It's so many messages came out. Okay, we have the lovers there. Yeah, so a soulmate is as well a part of your tribe, your squad. Okay. Can be incarnated here. Yeah, so you can meet this person in like real life here if you haven't already. But even if not, this is just it. You still meet, you know? Yeah, you still meet this spirit, your soulmate, is very not concerned, like, yeah, very concerned with your welfare, very closely intertwined, and you will feel each other no matter which lifetime you choose or what body you choose or which country you choose. It doesn't matter. You will feel each other no matter what, and both of you know it deep down, even if you don't consciously understand that or realize it yet. But you do feel each other. You can again connect with this person through your daydreams. Okay, you might just think, if I could meet someone who had so and so qualities, and somehow this person has exactly those qualities, you know, so it kind of acts as an unconscious manifestation, like you're not doing anything, none of the methods are being tried, but you're still bringing this type of person. And I don't mean a forced wishful thinking, you know, just really, like, I know that it's just all up in the air. It's kind of like you're not expecting anything out of it. You're not hoping for everything to just drastically change and to meet the love of your life tomorrow. You know, nothing like that. It's just a very light-hearted state. When you are doing things from that state, that's when you're manifesting. That's when things are being laid out and your community is gathering to make these things happen for you. Okay? Including your soulmate. Okay, let's see. Describe Pile 2's spirit squad, please. Yep. Okay, we have the 5th house, which is the house of Leo, and the sun rules Leo, and we have the sun. 5th house, you're very playful together, very creative bunch. Okay, doesn't have to be in an artistic way, but like creative thinking, problem solving, just coming up with innovative solutions for anything. Okay, so creativity, creation, these things. You love fun and games, play a lot of games with each other. Cat and mouse. I heard cat and mouse for some reason. So you play the chasing game with this soulmate of yours and you have a lot of fun with it. Okay, maybe, again, like on Earth, everything kind of changes a little bit. You get the whole anxiety part, unfortunately. But if you can like look at things from an objective perspective, then it's just, because you're all immortal anyway, as a spirit, you're immortal. It's like, what's the point of fear anyway, right? So it's like, oh, remember when like I was making the moves and you were just running away? And like, what? I wasn't running away. You know, there is like that back and forth. It's like, yes, you were running away, you scaredy cat. Or, you know what I'm saying. It's just very playful, very tease type of vibe. Very nice, very flirty as well on Earth. Very flirty, romantic, all those type of things. So a romantic interest is also part of your soul tribe. And we have the 11th house. 11th house is your friend group, so you can actually meet them. Maybe all of you are here on a joint project of learning these lessons together, and all of you can help each other through it. That's very nice. So find your community. Yeah, maybe through some creative stuff. Yeah, it's a collective. Again, innovative. You all have an innate talent for... I keep saying you all because you are also part of that, okay? It's just so close that I can't really distinguish each individual, okay? So, yeah. Yeah, you have that innate sense or talent or wish or drive to do something for the greater good, something humanitarian. Yes, this can be in any form. Okay, it can be an artistic thing, it can be in technology, it can be through your interactions with everyone, just the group format of you guys, the vibe that you all have as a collective is itself so powerful that it creates a change, that type of stuff. Okay, and it extends like into the spirit world and also the earth. Okay. What would the spirit squad like to tell Pile 2, please? Pay attention, a powerful message is being communicated to you now by the hawk. And we have, the time is ripe for creation and connection. Focus your attention in these areas. Yeah, so if you have not met these people yet, then you will meet them. Yeah, at least some of them, 3 or 4, you'll meet some. Okay? Lovely. One card already fell out. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Getting you to a place of silence. Okay, speaking of silence, this came out. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Yeah. So something with like yoga, meditation, something like that can also help the collective, right? So you can be part of that. Perhaps you are interested, and then you find like-minded people who are interested with it, and you just gel like magnificently, and you find out that, well, you're a gang and you're all from the same soul group. Isn't that nice? Then we have the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Yeah, they always make sure that you're on track. It's very important that you're on track. And you're like serious about it, but you're also playful. You know, it's very well balanced. That's what I say. So, clear direction is presented to you when you're coming from a quiet place, and they are able to create a place of peace, of positivity in your mind, in your heart mainly, which helps you think clearer for yourself and therefore realign yourself with, you know, the best expression of you. So if you are in something creative and you're freaking out about a deadline, then they will first calm you down so that you can deal with the project that is at hand, okay, rather than dealing with the project itself. So yeah, they make sure that your heart and your mind stays good. And also they would like to nudge you to pray and meditate if you don't already, because we have 2 purple cards, so I can't really ignore that. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So peace is like depicted twice. They definitely restore peace. Of course, we had the sun there anyway, and the hermit, which kind of quiets down the whole boldness of the sun. It's like the sun that is within. So brings you home, consoles you, and shows you how you can take care of yourself. Kind of gives you internal courage and strength. Okay, this whole gang. Very nice. And yeah, these random things that you wish for and want and stuff like that, that can like just come true randomly, okay? And you'll be like, what? I wasn't serious about that. I'm not saying about the bad things that you freak out about. That's not what I'm talking about. But the 7 of Cups is like wishful thinking. Wishful. Like you like it, you want it, and you like, oh, I wish this was possible. And you're really excited about it. And because you say it in that state, the universe, in this case, your friends, your squad kind of hears you and like, oh, yeah, that would be fun. I must say that would be nice. Okay, how about we get it? Okay? Like, I wish there was like a playground in front of my house or something. I say playground because we have 5th house. That's like the eternal child within all of us. Like, whatever's just fun. You know, Legos, go ahead, Legos. It's something else, something else. Yeah. Very little things. You can see it in little things at this time. It depends how big do you dare to wish. Depends on that. But you can go big. It'll just take a little bit longer to reach, but it will come to you. It's just, miracles are natural. You know, you just, whatever, you manifest. Not a big deal. Okay. How can you recognize their influence? How can Pile 2 recognize their spirit squad's influence? How do they guide Pile 2? How do they guide Pile 2? How can Pile 2 recognize Pile squads? Oh. Yep. Manifesting and doing. I'm not even... Okay. Feed your artist. What? You're seeing me shuffle, right? Wow. Amazing. So this is how, the question was, how can you recognize their influence, plus like how are they influencing you? Okay, so when are you interacting, basically? So whenever you're manifesting, you're definitely interacting. Every action that you take, you're interacting. And anything related with artistry, creativity, and things related with creation, so even birth, if you are a mother, anything nature, flow, these type of things, just very artistic, and just kind of go with the flow, see where it goes, you know, just enjoy the colors. And yeah, they're very boosting as well, because we have yellow and the sun a lot, and 5th house, the boost motivation a lot. And feed your artist, yeah, you're a creative bunch. But there's a lot about this, you know, spiritual aspect where like you should meditate, you should come within. I feel like that is coming more from your primary guide, but all of you are working on the same thing together, so you can kind of compare notes. Like, oh yeah, I tried meditation, but that did not work. After 2 minutes, I was done. You know, it's like, really? Maybe you could try this, maybe you could try that. You know, bouncing off ideas from each other. It's just the primary guide's job to more be like, okay, this is the direction, this is what you need to attain, go ahead, figure it out, work together, attain it. Okay, if you have questions you can reach, but I'm sure you can ask each other. Okay, that's kind of the vibe of the primary person. Quite serious, not person, entity. Okay. Rambled a lot. I will get you the charms. I think I forgot to do the charms for pile 1, but since I remember for you, I'll just do for you. Okay. Please give them some messages. Spirit Squad. Who is pile 2 Spirit Squad? Yep. So we have this eagle here, which is giving you like clear vision, and kind of you can see, have a foresight, and kind of giving you a very clear mind so that you can think clearly and very astutely. Okay, they're watching over you, being an angel, a fairy on your back, kind of helping your wishes come true with the moon and the star there, helping you, you know, stay fun and active and blossoming, stay gorgeous, stay awesome. That's their message there. And we have the deer as well. So every time that you feel like in the headlight and as though, you know, something is weighing you down and you're not able to get back up, again, they clear the vibe for you and kind of give you this boost, which opens you up more to this information that is coming, and you're able to see things more objectively, more clear-mindedly, rather than from like a 9 of Swords perspective, right? And we also have the fox here, so you're thinking very clever, you're astute, you are quick, and we have that thing, right? Sly as a fox. but in this context, obviously the sly is taken in a, a good context. You do need to be clever about what you share with whom, where, who you interact with. You need to erect some boundaries, right? So it is an important trait. It's just anything overdone is just not good, right? That's it. So these were your messages there. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in some of my readings. If you want a personal one, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. Until next time, take care. Bye. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You chose this red candle, and we're going to see who your spirit squad is. We'll try to get how many there are in your squad, but also like the qualities and how they operate, things like that. Okay, so who is Pile 3's spirit squad, please? Who is Pile 3's spirit squad? Okay, okay. I thought I needed to get more. I thought I got 2, but I have 3. Okay, anyway. Queen of Cups, or the Guardian of Cups in this deck. We have 5 of Swords. And we also have the 2 of Pentacles. There is a feminine energy here. Very nurturing, loving, empathetic, compassionate, caring. Everything that the Guardian of Cups symbolizes. Helps you out in times where you feel defeated, like you lost, like you have failed somehow. 2 of Pentacles is helping you regulate things or helping you manage things when things are chaotic. So you have like so many things to do and very little time to do it. This guide here comes along and helps you out. I said guide, but it feels more like a passed on female presence. It can be your mother, grandmother, great-grandmother. It can go up to like 3 generations, but it's a very loving and compassionate vibe here. Okay, so it helps you regulate your time, your tasks, and kind of gives you an idea of how much can you take and how much you cannot balance. So anytime that, like, you might be having a busy life, for example, and there are some things that you're not able to manage, and you might feel defeated because you're not able to manage a certain task that day or in that period. So this entity here comes along and kind of soothes you at that time. Just, it's okay. There was a lot and you had a lot on your plate, so it's okay. Next time maybe you can shift things around like this, or maybe you can plan things around this and this, stuff like that. Also, I'm feeling that this entity kind of puts certain things in your path. So this busy that you experience, or this feeling of not being able to handle the busy that you get, is kind of on the right path to get you to the next step, which has been arranged for you. Okay? So, for example, you're very attached to a certain type of flower, and therefore this entity kind of puts that certain flower in your path, so that whenever you come by it, you will notice it and you will stop there and you will, take a moment to appreciate it, and then you will carry forward. And by doing that, like, you miss a possible accident or something. Okay? Maybe not that dramatic, but for little things like that, kind of getting you to the right place at the right time, but making you go through these activities yourself. So sometimes it can feel like it's not making sense. It doesn't make sense, and I'm here somehow, or like you're doing something and you don't really understand how that fits in with your life in general, or the normal things that you like to do, but you're doing something now and you love it anyway. Who is Pile 3 Spirit Squad, please? Things like that, okay? Kind of keeping you busy. that way. We have the Wheel of Fortune, so bringing you luck, kind of, again, the divine timing of things, right? That's the wheel there. Right place, right time, right people, right situations, everything is going to fall into place when the time is right. That's the whole wheel. Only the wheel will turn, right? Things will change. Everything is in transition forever. But through these transitions and these forever movements, we are able to, build ourselves up. So by bringing all these divinely guided things, even the low points and also the high points, by bringing in these type of people who have had a great impact on you, you're elevating and you're escalating to the next step. We also have the moon, so you connect with this, you can connect, if you haven't already, with this entity emotionally, or you are emotionally connected with this entity. It can be an incarnated one as well, by the way, can be already on Earth, but it's like, again, there's this book I'm reading, The Destiny of the Souls, I forgot the name. I said this to Pile 1 as well. You can search for it and you can find the book, but it's about a hypnotherapist who specializes in past life regression and has, in a dialogue format, all these accounts from the people that he has had these hypnoses. So life in between lives, what is that? That's what the book talks about. There's another book by this author. So anyway, so in that, it talks about how a soul is able to divide itself, split. Kind of one part, like some portion of its energy is here on Earth, because the human body is not capable of handling the entirety of the soul's energy. So some stay upstairs at home, and they're like learning or doing their thing or recuperating from a past life thing, depending on your own story, but it's up there. And because it's up there, it is very clear that you are always spiritually connected, and you can always tap into that to gain these insights, right? So it is possible that this spirit squad, the one that is coming out right now, is very prominent at this time of your life, is here incarnated or was incarnated and has passed on. Okay, things like that. But incarnation can be a thing. It doesn't have to be strictly a master or something higher up. Okay, so yeah, the moon as well talks about mother figure, so someone maternal again, very comforting, very soothing and calming and gentle in their approach, very understanding as well, kind of wants to keep you safe, but that's why, that's what I was feeling with the Two of Pentacles. There is a bit of meddling, but it's always it's for your own good. Take that umbrella, it's gonna rain. It's like, I don't want to carry an umbrella. No, carry an umbrella, it will rain. So I'm just looking out for you. That's what the mother says. No, so something like that, you're adding on more load onto your kid who can barely walk, but but you will need the umbrella, so go ahead and take it. It's okay, carry the load for a while. So yes, you will be busy, yes, there will be many things happening, and yes, a lot of it will not make sense. A lot of it is hidden and kind of in the unknowns, in the shadows, but it's all for your best. That's what mommy says. Oh, this mother figure, this feminine influence. Okay, who is pile 3 spirit squad, please? Oops, that's way too many. Pile 3's spirit squad. Any type of frustration at this time also. Take your mind off it. Do something else. Here, take this task or something. So you're not able to, sit and grieve for very long before this influence kind of swoops in. We have Taurus. Yeah, Taurus. We have Sagittarius, gives you hope and optimism, kind of brings you the luxuries of life, brings you the luck and the fortune, material abundance or material manifestations, whatever your abundance is, that is being manifested as well. We have Cancer, of course, that's like the mother figure again. yeah, very soft, very loving, very optimistic. Gives you a lot of faith, gives you very good insights. Your subconscious is like full of them. Speaks to you via your dreams. What else? Has had incarnations here, so the advice or the concern is very grounded in reality. Okay, so the concern is like realistic. Yeah, and can like give that. That's why like they're also able to meddle whenever needed, or whenever they wanted to. No, whenever needed, because they know exactly how Earth works, so they can, do certain things. They can do a lot more than imagine someone who has never incarnated or does not incarnate anymore. Earth changes quite fast now. So even if there is that time difference, but still. Okay. Very flowy vibe anyway. All about like the aesthetics. Very gentle, again, very feminine. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so there is that feminine vibe there as well, but very deeply understanding and compassionate. Okay, not afraid to explore like difficult emotions, but it's like that's the spirit itself, but they're more gentle with you. They're very soft. It's just a tender thing. It's very subtle. You have to kind of look for it in order to really feel it, like, oh yes, right now. You have to like really look for it. But they're always there. That's the thing about Cancerian and the watery realm. It's just always there. It's all around. It is within you. It is around you. That's the whole quality of things. It's all surrounding. So we can only know of the distinction when we have something else, which is not water, right? So we know about water when we have land, right? Because we can feel land and we're like, okay, so this is different. So what would I call this thing here, right? So this is like an all-encompassing feeling of nurturing and caring and soothing and loving and gentle, all of those things. Not very masculine here. So that water, it's like you might not even notice it because it's just always there. How do you know the difference? That's what I'm getting at. Okay, what would you like to say? New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. That's something they're saying. They bring you new opportunities, by the way. Like I said, the material abundance, things that you want to manifest. This feminine energy is the one that, brings you this abundance. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. Yeah, that's a Sagittarian thing. Has a very wise heart. Of course, has greater awareness, kind of brings these awareness to you. But when you're like very frustrated or annoyed about something, then you're not very grounded, right? You're all up in the mental space and you're like haywired all over the place. That time this entity cannot communicate with you because again their approach is very gentle. So instead what they do is create some type of chaos or like hustle bustle in your life, so that your mind is taken off from the frustration at hand and then kind of proceeds to calm you down and help you think from a different standpoint. So new knowledge and perspective. Only when you're in a calm state, it can give you that all-pervasive ocean of knowledge and wisdom that it contains, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. How do you communicate? How do you communicate with? How are you helping? How are you helping? True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. So they're helping you heal yourself. When I lean toward love, I'm led. So they believe that love is a solution to like everything. The universal love, the spiritual love, not the romantic necessarily. it's kind of like that unconditional ocean. This entity is just like, will love you no matter what. No matter what. Okay, you can always count on that. It's kind of like that. But that's not an excuse to not learn anything. It's not an excuse to, get very involved in materialism when what is real is being missed out. Okay, so there is that wisdom factor and kind of helps you steer there, but it's not caustic or corrosive in any way. They're not trying to cause you any harm at all, and they're very mindful of that. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all, helping you let go of things. Like after manifestation, we need to let go of our expectations, of any clinging energy, right? So this maternal entity can help you with that, okay? We also have, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Keeps you optimistic and joyful. I already mentioned that. So that's a lot of stuff that this feminine energy is doing for you at this time. So our guides change and shift as and when we progress. There are different teams which are important for different times. So at one phase of your life, you're just learning to adapt. Meanwhile, at another phase of life, you're trying to develop some tenacity. So that's going to be a different guide for each thing, a different team that kind of helps you out through that. When in times of like crisis, when you're going through a difficult period of your life, at that time there is a different entity there. So perhaps so at this time, this influence is very loud. Okay, very prominent in your life. Okay, how can Pile 3 recognize you, and how do you interact with Pile 3? Rise. And the spark of hustle. That's the busy one. When you're busy, that's on purpose. And we have rise, like rise to the occasion, rise from the ashes. Don't just sit there and mope. Come on, let's get going. Let's do stuff. And let's get over this. Let's learn from this. It's very... lift yourself up. Very affirming, reaffirming, very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. The spark of hustle kind of gives you some motivation, gives you a little bit of a nudge and a direction. That this is more of a masculine card here, but I don't know where I was getting at. I know that this is a very feminine energy, but this action itself is a very masculine thing. But I mean, that's something that you need. And because this entity does not want you to feel low and defeated at any point, they're happy to provide you with another way to channel your anger or frustration, So when I say busy, I'm not saying, oh, don't pay attention to what's really bugging you. Oh, you should not face anything at all in life and just ignore it, shove it under the carpet. No, that's not what this guide is doing. It's just giving you another way to channel that chaotic energy in order for you to just get it out, vent, and then come back to normal. So that then it can motivate you, it can help you rise again, help you face it. There are some people who they're shouting and they're like throwing things, they're really angry, and then they just break down crying, and then they're just fine. There are those people, right? It's kind of like that. Just vent it. You need to punch a bag, go ahead and do that. You need to break something, go ahead and do that. But okay, I'm getting destructive here. That's just the human me, but That's not what I mean. Like channel it like you get a project or something where you have to like really focus, so you can't afford to think about such and such things. Right, so that would be a type of busy. Or like, so a friend calls you with like the similar problem that you are going through, and you have to console this friend because, well, that's your friend, and that kind of keeps your mind busy. But by helping this friend, you're realizing, hey, maybe I should apply that to my life now, you know? So it's a productive kind of busy. It's a different type of hustle than what I was kidding about before, but it helps you kind of rise up and helps you see things from a different perspective, rather than like, oh well, I failed now and I cannot achieve anything anymore. There will be dark things. There will be things that are not perfect about you, but everyone is on that journey, right? It's okay to not be perfect. It's just the point is that you try to work on those imperfections rather than beat yourself down, because that's not helping anyway, right? Yeah, that's how. Okay, let's get you some charms. Pile 3. Who is pile 3's? Ooh, we have a lot for you. I'm going to take the camera down and I will show them all here. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. That's, I mean, the steering wheel of the ship, but that's like so similar to the Wheel of Fortune that I said that to first. Then, yes, we have the dolphins to lighten up and, have fun, play a little bit, giving you that optimism and that sense of camaraderie. By the way, there can be like 2 in your squad. So that feminine vibe that I was getting, but also like another mate perhaps has incarnated here with you, can be your friend, your like really best friend, like since your childhood or something, but you like bond very closely. You have this telepathic type of communication with this person. Okay, so yeah, that is for some of you. We also have the butterfly here, so that's like transformation, goes with the rise there. So you need to like come out of this cocoon. You cannot just cage yourself in just because you feel defeated. At this time you need to get out of that situation by dealing with it, and you will come out of it. It's kind of encouraging you that whatever comes out on the other side is definitely much more gorgeous, so have the courage to get back up and try again. Okay, we have this here, which is a bird sitting on a branch. So again, that very friendly, very gentle vibe. It's a soft tweeting, it's a softness to it. Okay, we also have the cat. Yeah, again, that keeps you alert, keeps you on your toes whenever you are feeling low and kind of chaotic within yourself. If you get into the self-destructive mode, then this entity is going to bring you back on your feet. Yeah, and also the very feline character is again a very feminine thing there. Yes, we have the Taurus bull over here. So Taurus is being repeated twice. Definitely helps you with manifestations and attainment of your luxuries, your sense of security and safety, those type of thing. Helps you work on your self-esteem. That's like super important as well. I'm sorry I forgot to mention it earlier, but yeah, that's as well coming through. We also have this gorgeous heart with like a flower there. So again, it's like you should appreciate your heart, you should nurture your heart, and you should be very protective. Not very, but like you should be careful about who you let into it and who you don't, because your heart is precious. Keep it pure, keep it blossoming, keep it safe and gorgeous as always. That's kind of the thing. There's like a lot of endearment to this thing. I keep looking at the flower over here whenever I see this right now. It's like your not guide, but this feminine entity is thinking of your heart like this, like you're a very beautiful heart, and keep it that way, nurture it, nourish it, and I will make sure to take care of it and treat it like a flower, that type of vibe. Okay, we also have the turtle there. So that's like the exact opposite of the Two of Pentacles busyness, but the point here is that turtles live in water and also land. The duality that I was talking about, you can like sense them in comparison to like when you are anxious, how you think, versus when you're calm, the level of insight you get or the solutions you get. That's how you can notice it. Helps you be more steady. but at the same time, like, it's kind of very dual. A turtle is very dual, right? On land it is like quite slow, but in water it like swims real fast. So you can do both. You just have to know where to do what. And again, that's again a talk of the boundary. What do you let in and what do you allow into your life? What do you, even your thoughts, your own thoughts and your own feelings, do you allow yourself to perceive yourself in a destructive manner or not? Like, how are you willing to operate in different situations? That's something that this entity is helping you with. And this here, the hand there, yeah, it's like doing good, you're doing good. That's kind of, that's a sign, right? That's how I would interpret it. So that was your reading, pile 3. Thank you so much for being here. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. And if you want, you can feel free to check out any of my other videos. They're all there on my channel. But until next time, take care. Bye. Hi pile 4, welcome to your reading. It shows this yellow candle over here, and we're going to see who your spirit squad is. We're going to try to see how many there are as well, but mainly a description of who they are. We have the 3 of Cups for pile 4. Awesome. 3 of Cups, they are your friends. There are at least 2 soulmates. You know, you just like, you've been together since the start. You're like best friends, soul friends now. And you might like actually know them. That's why the friendships up there is synchronous to the friendships down here. So all of you like came together and you're like best friends. You're 3 people. It's a group of 3. And all of you kind of exchange notes on your spiritual journey. And even if like not in the way that, hey, so I'm evolving now or something, but like I learned this, or I am going through this, how do you think I can deal with it? All of those things that, you know, aid in like emotional and mental progress. All of you kind of talk about it. You don't shy away from discussing your feelings or what's going on, what's going through your mind, all of those things. You kind of try to work things out with each other, and all of you build each other up. But you're also very honest with criticism, okay? So if something does not look good on you, you will know it, you know? Or if some type of habit is not working out for you, they're going to be straight to your face. And they are always looking out for your well-being. They adore you and you adore them. And yeah, it's just, you don't take any criticism to like, in a bad way. You don't take it in a bad way. You know that they're only looking out for you, so you respect their opinion and also their wish for you, their advice. Some more, please. Pile 4. Who is pile 4 spirit squad? We have Ace of Pentacles. Full of potential. Get one more, please. No, one more. Okay. It's quite hot today. I'll use the other deck. It doesn't want to come out. Pile 4 spirit squad, please. Who is it? Who is pile 4 spirit squad? That's way too many cards. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, we have 2 aces. Any more? Any more? No. Okay. Great. Very short and sweet, to the point. I really love it. So you guys are all like very fresh minds. You have a lot of potential for growth, and all of you kind of, that's what I was saying, like you build each other up. There is this natural motivation quality that you guys have. So even if you don't motivate other people, you definitely build each other up and kind of guide each other in the right way to take steps in a certain direction to help, you know, find what you love and live a life where you are fulfilled and peaceful. Everyone's looking out for each other. It's just a very close connected bond, very, very loving. This is like Ace of Cups, so even if they are not your like friends here, this is just like their unconditional love, their undying support, like their heart just blossoming for you, and they send you loving energies every time that they can. This Ace of Cups is my favorite card to come out in any type of spiritual reading, because this is the purest form of love that there is. Okay, this card is very special. Yeah, every time that I ask for some like spiritual guidance and I'm like going through a tough time, this is the first card that comes out, and it just means, first of all, you are loved and we love you. Okay, so now getting to the issue at hand. It's always like, here, let's have some boost of support and motivation for you first. Lighten up a little bit, feel happier and blissful at this time so that you can receive the rest of the messages. So by giving you their support and love and just that unconditional space, they are actually making you feel a lot more secure, your emotional body at least, which is how you're able to process things clearer. Okay? Yeah, you've been together with these people in the past life, the South Node. Past life, comfort, resource, instinct, and familiar. You're just, it's like if someone asks you how you are friends, it's like, yeah, sure, you might have met at a common place, like school or college or whatever, but how you like clicked and became friends is still like, I don't know, we just are. It's a very instinctual thing that just happened simply because that's the type of friendship. Even with the amnesia of human life, even when we like forget our spirit, even so, it is so instinctual. So you've shared plenty of past lives with them and you feel very comfortable with them. They're just instantly familiar to you. You just knew it. It was simply like that. Then we have Jupiter, luck, growth, expansion, optimism, and understanding. Again, like that bounty, that very expansive feeling is associated with Jupiter. So your bond is ever growing and ever blossoming, knock on wood. And like again, the positivity, the good side of things, when you're beating yourself down or you're feeling sad about some certain situation, they are able to help you see the better side of it, or they uplift you somehow, like, hey, at least you got through it, right? Or something of that nature, okay, which just makes you feel like, yeah, okay, I'll be fine, I'm gonna be fine. Very understanding, very loving, extremely caring. They only want you to be happy, 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 to tap into your treasure and just keep true to it. That was a channeled bit, but yeah, amazing. Anything more? Pile 4 Spirit Squad, please. It's interesting you chose the yellow candle as well. This is like all cheerfulness, stay confident. The level of the stamina that we have is associated with the solar plexus, which is also yellow. That's like, how much do you get really tired after coming back from your main job, or do you have plenty of energy still? Right, that is associated there, and also your feelings of competencies and your motivation, your drive, your confidence, all of those things stem from the solar plexus. They kind of keep boosting. That's something very interesting here. Okay. What would they like to tell you? What would Pile 4 Spirit Squad would like to tell Pile 4, please? What would you like to tell? Okay. You're not going to believe this, okay? We have the dove. Feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. They're like so loud and clear for you guys. Like, I'm not even trying to make these meanings, you know, I'm not even trying to say anything. It's just so there. And we also have Magpie. Reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. In order to keep growing and have a new beginning, a fresh start, like if you're going through something in your career or your love situations, your relationships with people, your friendships, you know, it's everything that is emotional to you. Okay, for some people it is the career that is more emotional for them, that's their priority. Meanwhile, for some people it is the relationships you maintain. So it's different for everyone, but whatever it is that makes you emotionally more at peace and happiness, you have to align towards that. A deeper sense of fulfillment, not just self-gratification. That's not what we're talking about. Okay, something that is a long-lasting sense of happiness and peace, where you can actually say, you know, even when I think of this time from a very serious perspective, I still would say it was fulfilling. What is that thing? Okay, it can be spending time with a certain person as well. It can be very little. Your hobbies, for example. It can be anything, but it's kind of something that is helping you to make a fresh start. So pay attention more to those things rather than the things that bring you down or pull you back, or anyone, anything, any place, whatever it is. Do whatever you can, at least, right? The external help and circumstances, that is going to follow, but you have to make that choice first, that, yeah, you know what, this house is not working. I need a new establishment with the Ace of Pentacles, somewhere where I'm going to live and love everything, okay? It can be that this job is not suiting me. I should really honestly start looking for something else that will be much more fulfilling. Okay, and who knows, I might meet some wonderful people there. Okay, for some people it's the work team that is not working out very well rather than the work itself. So you can always, you know, look for something, and then what comes along, what does not, that's not in your control, and you don't need to be worried about that. That's what this whole thing is. So what are your priorities? Get them very straight, and in the process you will automatically let go of things, and it will not be a very painful exercise, because whatever you're going for is something that you honestly want, and you can say that extremely honestly to yourself, right? So feel that peace and bliss. If you don't know what this thing is that brings you this level of joy, then you need to come back to your heart. I'm getting a lot about the heart, right? But the, well, Ace of Cups from the heart, Nine of Cups from the heart, and Three of Cups is the cups again. That's all emotions. That's all related to the heart. So, yeah, your heart will give you the answer. Okay. What kind for spirit? Squad, please. Who is it? You're a very close-knit team, and you have been through many past lives together. You like study together, because Jupiter is also like the teacher of the planets. Knowledge and wisdom you share with each other. Everyone's on a different path, but the things you learn can really help out the others in the group. So it's a very nice dynamic. Very free-flowing, easy. It's easy to be with them. Oh. You know, when I do these readings, like the feelings kind of come, and then I have to like say it out. it's very nice to feel this feeling. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Cozy up with risk. Yeah. So this new opportunity or new thing that you want to try or have can be for some of you a bit of a risk, and this is kind of giving you more courage, that you don't need to be worried about so many different things which are beyond your control. That is not your business. All of that is going to work out on its own. Okay, so just take that leap. That is going to be your choice, right? That is a decision only you can take. They can only nudge you. They can motivate you, give you all the courage and the strength and the protection that you would need. Also the feeling of peace and bliss, all of those things, everything you need. But taking that leap is still going to be your call. Okay, we have fearless expression. Yeah, express yourself fully. This is, this can be in a creative thing as well. So if you're wanting to shift to something where you speak your heart, your mind, being honest with yourself and other people, just standing up for your beliefs, it will be a shift, it will be a change, but it's just something that is going to free you. That's the thing, like fearless expression. You're not bound by anything anymore. Like if you can get over that, then you're already acing life, right? So that's a goal. And you're very honest with each other. Again, that is coming through again. There is an adventurous one. And like I said, they're not afraid to give you criticism, but it all comes from a place of pure love. You can't get that. It's crazy. It's a different type of intimacy that I'm feeling. Okay. Yeah, you're honest with each other, and one is quite adventurous, kind of goes for like reckless lives, or is reckless in this lifetime if you know this person. But no, again, like, it depends on the maturity of the soul as well. So, in sometimes, when you're like younger or a teen, at that time they might have gotten in trouble, but it doesn't always remain that way, right? So this is just like not afraid to, do something risky, to start something new, to always step out of your comfort zone. They're always like looking for that fire, what's going to be exciting, what's going to be interesting, all of those things, right? And we also have collaboration of souls, and this really reminds me of the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, actually. That's very nice. Let's talk about the friendship, right? You're collaborating with each other, you're coexisting, you're learning with each other, from each other. It's awesome. Okay, how do you communicate with Pile 4? How can they recognize you better? Oh God, I honor how I want to feel. This is how you can recognize them. This is how they connect with you. This is how you receive your signs and synchronicities from your feelings. Okay, it's just, that's a lot of consistency across a lot of decks. I'm surprised. Okay. Yeah, so your heart. If it's like closed off at this time because of some past hurt or something, it's time to clear it, because this is how they talk. Okay? You want to keep that channel clear. Okay. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Yeah, this is talking about like perspective shifts, and they show you, they kind of give you a different perspective, basically. That's how they talk to you. So even if they're not incarnated here, they kind of give you a fresh idea, or you suddenly have this epiphany and then it's like, whoa, okay, yeah, I did not even think about that before, how come, but hey, okay, that helps, right? So that with Jupiter, it's like giving you new awareness, new wisdom, new knowledge that you were not aware of before, But now that kind of changes things, you know, the way that you deal with things, that it just changes that. Yep. Anything more? Also through your, like, this can come in the form of your dreams as well. If you work at night, then they are most active at night. Okay? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to do your charms. I'm going to get just a bit, and I'm going to then, you know, move the camera down here so you can see them. Okay, pile 4. Some signs and synchronicities and messages for pile 4 from their spirit squad. Okay, so we have this king, this crowned dragonfly here. So it is like the master of transformation. So you're able to shed things and then grow from it. That's what it's talking about. That's one of the things you guys do. I mean, everyone does that, but it's kind of an encouragement that you can do it because you've done it before and it's not that scary. You can do it, okay? We have the moon and we have the stars. So again, they're very active at night. Come in your dreams. Yeah, look up to the universe. They will talk, something like that. And we have this lotus here. The first instance that I saw this, I was like, this is going to be a divine lotus. Okay, this is a divine one. Very pure, transcendent form of love. And this basically is a cups. Okay? That is this. But think cosmic, not just the earth version. Just think cosmic. Imagine if the entire universe loved you, right? It does, but you know, we forget to think of it. And we have this song, so you're like very comfortable with each other. You might even have some festivals together. You celebrate together. When you're cozying up, that's something. But you also don't, you know, you don't shy away from going out together. You hang out, you dress up, you're, you know, in whatever life, again, like even if you have not met them here right now, you love being fancy a little bit dramatic here and there. It's just fun once in a while with the winky stars as well. Like they tease you, they have fun with you, and you do with them as well whenever you can acknowledge them. But yes, it's just talking about such a friendly vibe. Like you're very close together. That's for sure. Okay, we have this elephant as well. This is a symbol of luck, prosperity, knowledge, wisdom. Yeah, all of those things. Kind of very similar to Jupiter here. Okay, so kind of a lot of blessings coming your way. This is crazy because when I was trying to shuffle through the bag, I heard go to the corner. I was like, okay, did I get it? Yeah. And then I got it here. And this is just crazy just how much synchronicity there is. They would really like to talk to you, I suppose, directly maybe. So work on your heart chakra. And yeah, but before you do any higher chakras, just keep in mind, do the root chakra first, at least for a few minutes. I always recommend this. You can know why. You can check out my root chakra video. It's on my channel. But yeah, even if you don't want to, you can like read about it. And root is it's the base, right? If the base is not strong, nothing else develops fully. So make sure that you work on that a little bit and then, yeah, get to the heart. Okay. So those were your charms. That was your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box in the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. They're all there on my channel and there are plenty. So I'll see you again in some of my other videos. Until then, take care. Bye.